Recording in progress.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and good luck. We've got Make HOAG Money today in a very volatile period of time here when interest rates have just jumped 0.75%, and Chairman Powell has had many mixed messages in his speech that I've seen so far. Let's dive in. This CFTC disclaimer, everything we do here is for educational purposes only. I do not suggest that retail traders try and trade in these types of markets. I don't. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've had really good days and really bad days, and overall, I would have to say I've come out just about even, so I don't even bother. These are leveraged products. You can lose more than you have in your account when trading them. So we should only be using risk capital to trade them. That's why we do love Top Step so much, is because you're not going to have to risk your capital. You're going to risk ours once you are successful in the trading combine. This is a live account. We're going to be trading micros. I'm not that concerned of reasonable wins and losses. That's what we're looking for. I don't know what I would do today if I'm going to be trying to trade this thing. But we're going to take a look, and if you have ideas, you have thoughts, let's think about them. It may be a little too fast for us to really vote on things, but we're going to see what we can do here. It's good to see everybody. We got a few people on YouTube. We got a few folks here in the Zoom meeting. Doesn't surprise me we're a little thin today. People are probably watching the fireworks. I'm not seeing anybody in the chat here. If anybody is here in Zoom, there we go, in YouTube, let me know that you can hear and see everything. Okay, this again is for educational purposes only. We're not suggesting the purchase or sale of anything for anybody here. Make HOAG Money the rules. Kindness and respect are expected above everything. Lots of differences of opinion in markets. Timothy, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that you can see and hear everything. Kindness, again, respect, again, above everything. We're going to have maybe a couple of people enabled to speak, and we're all going to be involved in the decision-making. Context, of course, will be helpful. It's going to be very difficult to go fast enough, really, for us to make any really good decisions or vote on things. But we're going to try. We're going to try and vote using the polling system in Zoom. I'll be watching both chats from Zoom and from YouTube to see what kind of discussions we're having on all these things. Of course, we're going to be focusing on the E-mini S&Ps. We're not going to trade just to trade. We're not going to take losing trades. Of course, that's a joke. We all know that losing trades are part of trading, and we have to learn to accept and move on. And of course, feedback on Make HOAG Money is vital. Here is the platform. Here is the situation. Let's look at the 30-minute chart, shall we? So we've got a very narrow range. Okay, we talked about this morning on the market forecast, and most of these markets were going to provide better trade locations as the day goes on. And that, of course, is true, especially today because of the volatility that we have just been experiencing. So we've put in a high, we've put in a low. My suggestion, focus on those extremes for any kind of opportunities, because it's really the only place that I can see that's going to allow us to limit risk. Good evening, Dr. VJ. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, Spencer. And good to see everybody here in YouTube. I know we got Michael talking about best trade, in my opinion, is no trade today. Wait till mañana. I would agree with that. I don't think that there's any reason for us to be really that involved. And again, I'm a 30-year veteran and I don't play. I know that if I'm patient and I wait for markets to somewhat, if you will, in air quotes, normalize, I know that I'm going to be fine over time in looking for opportunities. So my suggestion, if anybody has anything that they want to talk about, let me know. I can let you talk if you want to. Anybody that would like to, just raise your hand or let me know in the chat room that you'd like to chat in front of everybody. I don't expect anything to be perfect. Of course, there's no perfectness in futures trading. Evening, Rob. And otherwise, we're just going to sit here and listen to me yammer. Boy, that move to the upside. Last week's high was right about here. We did put an overnight high in overnight. We did put a recent high in the overnight session. I was eyeballing that for the market to kind of get back up there during regular trading hours. It, of course, did not. Good afternoon, Eddie, Michael D.A., Timothy J. Dimitar, Laura, and on YouTube. It's good to see everybody. What a swing. Feeling like Tarzan. Michael, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, Vince. So, let's put this in a longer time frame perspective, shall we? This was last week's weekly kickoff high. This week's weekly kickoff high, I thought I already changed these, was 39.65, which is somewhere right up about there. That's going to be close enough for rock and roll. Our weekly kickoff low is considerably lower at 36.90, all the way down here. We have been holding structure to the upside since our swing low here. This is an important day down there. And it looks like we are kind of getting close to putting in a third point of contact on this move to the downside. Say we have a point of contact here. We have a point of contact here, and we have a point of contact here. So I think a first market state break would be for us to kind of close, and let's make this a little bit tighter, for us to close below this trend line. That would be market state break number one. Market state break number two would be for us to close below weekly kickoff low. We still seem to be holding upside structure. Higher lows, higher highs. Overall, we got a nice pullback here. We got to see what kind of volume we have and what kind of open interest comes into the downside. But we have a Fed chairman who really gave a lot of conflicting information. I think all he really did was create cognitive dissonance in traders all over the world. Here's that 30-minute chart again. Here's that low. Here's our high. What do? James, good afternoon. I was waiting for 39.20 to take a shot at a short. Never got it. Travis. Wondering about a short if we get back to 39.72, 39.75. 38, you mean? We've got 100-point move here. 100-point range. Yeah, 38. Okay, so I don't think Powell is still speaking. I don't know. I don't know for sure. 39.72, 39.75, 38.75, I'm sorry. Right back up here. So basically kind of near our overnight high is where you're looking at. Market moving back to VWAP. Let's put VWAP on here. I think I have it on the micros. There it is. Why does this always do this? All right. Now we've got it. Close. So here's VWAP is right here at 38.52 and a half approximately. Looks like we're getting a move right back to it. Point of control not too far off from that. Would still take a short, still take a short up at 39.18ish. Not sure if we'll get back up there. 39.18ish. That puts us right up here about by yesterday's opening range. Yeah, you're right, James. Powell done speaking. You expect the market to work its way right back to the middle, which I believe it pretty much has. Oh, Eddie, Michael is saying board cleaning move for the market makers. Here's what we're looking at on the profile. Almost got down to this naked point of control, which this was an overnight. Yeah, this was overnight. And the one right behind it here, though, I believe is regular trading hours. Nope, overnight. How about this one? There's a regular trading hour. So we kind of almost got down to that. Almost. Didn't quite get to it. Now we're right in the middle. I have a feeling we're going to be listening to the Jeopardy music pretty soon. Because I am willing to take a trade. I am not afraid to take a trade. I just need to know the risk. I just need to be able to establish that the risk is worth it. Here we are right in the middle. Yeah, straight back to volume point of control. Here's our VWAP. Here's volume point of control, right to it. That would be more of a target, I think, than an execution, right? Now I'm humming the Jeopardy tune. Sorry about that. I bet I can get us all humming the. I bet I can get us all humming the Jeopardy music. It looks like the dome is actually running the music. So Travis shorted 5 micros on sim account at 39.02. Couldn't take it on the combine. Had to reset multiple times, so I got scared out of taking shots on the account. That matters. This happen to anyone else? Yeah, usually it's much easier to risk things when it doesn't matter on a sim account, on a practice account. There's no accountability and no risk. Yeah, Michael is saying, it seems the market needs to digest FOMC overnight, and then the action follows on Thursday and Friday, which may be true. A lot of folks have to digest this information, right? But don't forget, we have more information later this week. Tomorrow, We have international trade and goods. We have jobless claims every Thursday, productivity and costs, factory orders, ISM services index, nat gas report tomorrow, and the unemployment situation. Unemployment is on Friday, so we're not done with important information this week by a long shot. Ryan, that happened last week. You don't want to blow the combine. Believe me, I've blown accounts on days like today, just because I had to party. I just had to party, and ended up a little bit blue, if you will. Yeah, he was very, very confusing. So we have some established ranges here. Do we think the ranges are going to maintain? Do we get an opportunity to look for a short near the low or a long near the high? I don't know. Or is a trend about to develop? All these and more, stay tuned to As the Market Turns. $38.13, that puts us about 10 points of risk. James, we're going to give that a shot. 38.13 to 03. Let's see what happens. It's cheap. We can handle the risk. We'll see if we get a fill. We may have missed it already. Melanie. Oh, thank you, Melanie. It's good to see you, Melanie. Powell just finished. Probably heard enough of that guy. Who are the dominant time frames right now? Well, when you look at the dome, we don't have the traders, the longer time frame. They're not interested in this. They don't want a party when it gets volatile like this. They don't care. They don't care. If they were going to be executing, they would have done it earlier today. I think we're in short time frame. Now we're in algos. We're in short time frame. The smart money is on the sidelines, hedged and positioned so that they're going to be protected no matter what happens today, and they'll go back to doing business tomorrow. Looking at the profile, big bump, not sure what's happening. Well, Jerry, this was the range before the FOMC meeting, before the FOMC came out. This is the range ever since. So let's look. Let's split the profile. So this morning, all we did was roll right here. That's the entire range for the session until the FOMC came out. Then we started knee-jerking all over the place. So the big bump is price over time. Is it going to get us, James? Here it is. Let's see how fast we can get stopped out. All right, we're in. Came and got us. Look at that. We got a fill. What's our target? Provided we're in this long enough. I say point of control. 38.44. Whoops. Here we go. Spencer might be right. He's thinking we're starting a trend. We just extended the range. Not looking good. NQ looks worse. Here's the NASDAQ. Oof. Yeah, we're hanging. No biggie. We knew the risk going in. We gotta live with it. We gotta live with it. We have negative 18,000 delta. $10,000 negative delta in K period alone. Oh. We're out. Got us by a tick. I think we're going to probably go down and recheck this point of control. If we didn't already, where was that? 3,800. Yeah, Vince, 3,800. There was that. I think there's one back in regular trading hours too. Let's see what happens. We actually got 2 ticks of slippage on that, or I think we did. I'm not sure. I got F5. We'll refresh. Well, it certainly seems to have slowed at least down here. Look at the 265 on the bid at 3,800. We're going to try that. Probably a bad idea. Bob, what was going on with your platform? Well, we ain't getting much of a bounce here, are we? There's our point of control check here. Bam, bam, bam. Lots of points of control right there. Visuals. But I'm going to fight this thing. And I don't want to get short. If I know if I get short, I'm selling the dead ass low. Let's see here. There's the NASDAQ. Mm-hmm. This was an old weekly kickoff level. 36.90 is the current weekly kickoff. Where is the low? You guys realize, other than this move down here, this is the longest we've been outside of the range from Friday since Friday. There's the Friday regular trading hours. Just a peak above it here. Now this is the longest we've been outside of it. And I ain't stepping in front of it. We tried that twice. I only put my hand on the hot stove a couple of times before I decide it's a bad idea. Well, while we're just kind of hanging here watching, I just want to let everybody know there's no Make HOAG Money tomorrow morning. I'll be out of the office till Tuesdays. So tomorrow's Make HOAG Money is off. Monday's Make HOAG Money is off. We will be having the forecast. Dan Hodgman is going to be doing the forecast for us for the next 3 days. I know many of you will be happy to see him. We have Nick Dolby doing group coaching on Monday. It's always good to get another perspective. And there won't be a recap on Monday, I don't think. But there will be a forecast. And then everything will go back to normal on Tuesday. If anything about trading can be normal, then we'll be good with that. Yeah. Negative 12,000, negative 13,000 in the delta. This is actually not even. This is the micros. This is not correct, I don't think. Maybe a display error here, but I'm seeing negative 21,000 on T4 as far as delta is concerned. If you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, 37.78 was a weekly kickoff high. It traded up to it a couple of times and down to it. It was a weekly kickoff low, actually. Here we are again. This is interesting. You know, it was last week's weekly kickoff high. Do we try and take a long there? 37.78. Let's vote. Take a long 37.78. Like weekly kickoff. Ryan says no. Nope. Rob Thomas, not me. Jerry, nope. 67% say no. I wouldn't step in front of this train, Spencer says. Dr. VJ says no. Nothing from YouTube, but here it is. Half of you have voted, and 62% say no. Don't do it. Don't do it, HOAG. Here it is right here. I don't know if I left that on there for long enough for folks on YouTube to see it. Michael says nope in YouTube. All right. All righty. That was the low from last week. Or was it? I don't think I set these up right. That was the high from the week before. There it is. There's the low from last week. Double bottom here. Poor low. We getting too short? $37, $78, $75. Let's see if we get a hold down here now. Delta negative 35,000. I don't know if I've seen it that deep quite a long time. $37.78. The significance of the MOC or the POC, Steve? Market on close. Oh, the imbalances. Some like to see them, some don't. We were talking about those the other day. My brother was on. He watches some guys on YouTube that talk about it. What was the name of it? Traders Audio, Traders. Let me see if I can find it here. Hang on. No. I can't think of it. Oops. Let me see here. I can't find it. It's not coming up. But we'll get Rick on here. We'll get Rick on here again soon to talk about it. Anybody buy that 37.78 level? So, Jim Dalton, E-Course Foundation and Application of the Market Profile. No, I think that's a good one, especially, I mean, if you're not that familiar with market profile, I think that's an excellent idea, Jordan. Because you don't want to get into one of his intensive if you don't have a pretty good handle on the market profile. Absolutely, Chad. Chad's saying he's learning. If you lose a couple of trades, take a step back, especially on a day like today. I wouldn't even be necessarily trading today. I've been 30 years experience, and I've never been able to figure out how to consistently profit in trades like in situations like this. And if I can't figure out how to consistently profit, then I'm not going to play. I'm like a casino. I gotta skew the market in my direction. Well, Jordan, if have you read Dalton's Mind Over Markets yet, Jordan? Well, I got a present for you. I don't know if I get in trouble for this, but I find this on the internet, and it's a free downloadable version of Mind Over Markets. I'm going to get you the link to it right now. Hang on. Here it is, everyone. Now there is a new addition to it with more information, but that's the book I have, and that's the book I still have. He's got another book called Markets and Profile that I would suggest reading after that, but that'll get you spun up on what market profile is, and will probably help you with any of the classes that you're going to be doing with Jim. So the S&Ps went right down to 37.78 and a quarter, within a tick of that previous weekly kickoff level. Yeah, Caesar. Jordan, feel free. We do group coaching. We do make HOAG money. We do the forecast recap. We're always answering questions, and of course, I always have to put a caveat on that and say nobody knows everything, and I certainly don't. But we've got a lot of good information and knowledge to share. So, and we will share it. There are no bad questions. Remember that. The question you don't answer is a question that somebody else hasn't even thought of yet. Laggards. Seems, it's slowed. It's an important inflection level. It was helpful in the past. So here's 30. $37.78. Highs here, lows here. Current low now. That was a weekly kickoff level until last week. The market's stealing the worms off the hook. I hate that. But don't lose the rod and reel. At least it's giving it a shot to hold up there. We shall see. We shall see. Huh. Like watching how the tape behaves in the last 10 minutes. Because I'm usually out. Spencer. Alright, things seem to be settling down here. Here we go. Doesn't look like it wants to pop. Going the other direction. Maybe. There we go. Blaze Trader is going to look for a liquidity run below 37.76 half and then a push back up. We just traded straight to 37.78. Just put that print in there. Micros traded 37.77.75. I don't know if we're going to get much of a bounce off this, but we'll see. I much prefer it when the markets are a little more reasonable, a little more readable maybe. I don't know what it is, but Delta's getting very negative. Well, with Delta as negative as it is, you would think that we'd have a whole lot of shorts in this market. I wouldn't necessarily be looking for a late spike, although it very well is happening as we speak. We got some pretty serious selling going on here. PAGI, how important a prior high, prior low, prior open, close price has in the market? Today, I don't think anything is all that important to this market. Any short time frame levels are going to be suspect. because this is a news-driven market, all bets are off. So interesting getting a little bit of a divergence in delta between platforms. T4 has negative 27,000. It's got another 10,000 more than TS Trader. Which one's right, I don't know, but obviously there's been a lot of pretty decent selling coming into this market today. Really not getting much of a bounce on these lows here. More of like a dead cat bounce. So yeah, this is dead stick for me, guys. Not going to be trying to chase anything at the end of the day here. Not going to risk taking a loss here and being upset for the overnight and for tomorrow. I'm not even trading tomorrow, so why would I go running after this? And I am going to go prepare for the recap, which is going to be at about 3:15. So I will let you watch the rest of this on your platforms. We will, I'll be back again Tuesday, so I'll look forward to seeing you all again there then, if I don't see you for the recap today. Be careful. In trade markets, you understand. If the market is too crazy, even professionals don't trade this crap. Some may, but some may not. So have a good evening. Have a good next couple of days. I'll see you on Tuesday if I don't see you for the recap in just a few minutes. Blessings to you all.